back to Keys to the Rock recap / party. Daniel Woods, Ben Rigo, and we are here shooting live from Bacardi 1862 Cocktail Bar. All right.
I'm not too sure about that. Well, first off, I had to make sure you got the date right, but this is a newly constructed bar, not quite 1862.
This wasn't built in 1862, is what you're telling me.
I don't believe it. But you know what?
We're going to fact check that.
If you look up the constellation, which is so romantic about this, Daniel, that we're sat under the stars, on the day I think that Bacardi was founded. Isn't that a fact?
That's what I was told by Rum the Rock himself, that the constellation up there is from
the night
that Bacardi was founded.
If you go outside and look up, you'll probably see the same thing. But anyway, who's counting? But
we're not the judges of that.
Why are we here?
Anyway, so we are here tonight, and we guys are shooting an awesome episode. And basically what we're doing is just basically a general recap of each episode. Throughout the night, we are going to, or I say throughout the night, but throughout this episode, we're going to pull up random people with little tidbits, and we're just going to basically talk episode by episode by episode, and we're going to go through some of the best highlights of the episodes and really just get into all the nitty-gritty. We'll even, because I know Moss and Amir have been fantastic, we're even going to drop into their actual clips from those episodes.
Yep. Welcome to Keys to the Rock. My name is Ben Rigo, joined here by my great friend Daniel Woods. And Daniel, tell us, what is Keys to the Rock? What are we actually trying to achieve with this brand new endeavor?
There's like a gap in the market in terms of the education side of real estate. And I just think that, you know, with the platforms that we have and the experience and the insight that we can provide, that we're just trying to share as much information about the real estate market, the industry, the trends, the ups and downs, and everything about the market over a monthly podcast. So once a month.
Podcasts are cool, but I've never even known of them before this.
Our first episode was a pilot.
Yeah.
We was nervous as heck, all right?
Speak for yourself, but yeah. No, we definitely were.
We was nervous, all right? We had a couple drinks, a couple bevies, some Bacardis before we hopped on there.
A little Henny Benny. But it was a big leap of faith, you know. We didn't really know what we were getting into. I remember even from that episode saying that I wasn't even sure what a podcast even was. So,
and then so the fact that we've completed a full season is quite amazing. And
I thought you just threw events, but you know, it's been nice kind of seeing you more often.
Ben, we're not going to do this tonight, all right? We're not going to do this tonight. Anyway, so then we move on to episode 2.
Sure. So I'm the senior branch manager at HSBC. I work out of the Harborview branch, which is our flagship branch. I have oversight and responsibility for our retail sales team, which includes our mortgage specialists.
Okay.
Nice. Well, appreciate you joining us. You are the first guest.
No pressure.
No pressure at all, right? But I'm sure you can handle this.
Congratulations as well.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you.
And episode 2,
HSBC.
we was talking to Stephen Simons from HSBC. And in episode 2, he touched on all the what we would consider basics because we're in the industry. But a lot of first-time buyers really aren't aware of everything that you need to know if you're going and looking to purchase a property.
Yep.
So him talking about the pre-approvals, the processes, the different mortgage rates and everything like that.
You know, it's incredible even from that point that you just say there is the rates that where they are now compared to where they were, you know, roughly a year ago when we had Stephen on. So the whole banking thing has changed drastically in the last year.
Yeah.
And what's also great is all the different topics that we touched upon throughout the year. What's great is we want to have the same people or people from other companies or industries to also talk about things because it's so fluid, this industry. And,
no, 100%,
and what's happening
100%.
right now, yeah.
And that actually brings up a good point. So I might try to just, so give you a little background. We're at Bacardi 1862 Cocktail Bar, and we have all of our invited guests here, previous guests, future guests, sponsors, our great team, fantastic team. Shout out to Mayor Moss, Ali, Ben, and we're just really, everyone's just here, just networking, talking, shop, and we're just celebrating the end of our season. So what we might do periodically is just grab some of these guests to come up here and just discuss different points and topics. But further to your point, what you were saying is because of the interest rates, that actually can increase basically the monthly payment by quite drastic amount now, right? So you could have been paying, say, if you got locked in at a 4.75 and now you're at a 6.5, that could have went up, you know, on your interest payment anywhere from $700 to $1,200.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No, it's absolutely true. And not only that, but a lot of people are now putting off buying just in general, mate. So I think that does come with near the end of the year, and see what happens in 2023.
It's been a slowdown for sure.
Yeah. But anyway, it's not all about that. I think the first guest maybe that we should have on is who was on our third episode, our second interviewed episode, and that was Cam from Greenlight. I think
Cam from Greenlight. All right, so let's. So we can grab. I think someone's going to go grab Cam from Greenlight. He probably doesn't have a clue that we're grabbing him, which makes it all the better.
And
but
it depends on how he's grabbed, if he's like really dragged in the room or not. If he will get physical, he's known to do that.
What we are is a solar and energy storage company. So what we do that's kind of our hallmark thing that's a little different than the other companies is we do the no upfront cost installations. Okay. So that is you can have solar panels installed at your house for absolutely no cost.
Really?
And then you pay us back over time, and we charge at a 30% discount to the grid.
Wow.
Okay, so it's quite feasible is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, it's never been more accessible than it is in this very moment.
Looks like a green light coming this way.
Banta.
Gentlemen, how are you guys?
What's happening,
How
mate?
you doing? Yeah, so pull the mic close.
Yeah,
pull the mic close.
Not too close.
Sure.
Arrange it
Are we
if you
good?
have to, and make sure you're talking into the mic. Yeah, you're good. You're
Good.
good. And so, Cam, we're going to cut straight to the choice.
Sure.
On the episode we had you, it was all things solar. You touched on a bunch of great points. And one of the things that I guess we're trying to get and share for viewers who might not have watched the episode, who should go circle back, episode 3.
Sure.
What has Greenlight been up to since, to start?
Yeah, sure. So
You guys still saving the world?
yeah, saving the world. We're a little bit like Batman, right? So when we did the episode of Keys to the Rock, that was, I think, middle of last year. Was it that long ago?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think so. So that was episode 3. So I think you guys were still figuring it out, and we were still figuring it out, and we were very much still a very green company. We had just got the deal with Tesla, so we were kind of promoting that a little bit. We had installed a couple power walls here and there.
Do you have Twitter?
Do we have Twitter?
You talking?
Tesla.
No, he's doing a little Elon Musk.
I don't have Twitter.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
Elon, yeah, I
You
got
got
you.
it.
I got
My
you.
bad.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I love Elon.
So since then, we've kind of hammered down on that relationship. We've installed over 100 Tesla Powerwalls, which is a fantastic result.
Jeez, impressive.
Yeah. So
What about like your overall business, like year over year? How have you guys done?
So this year, I think we just under tripled. So 2x revenue of last year. So really exciting growth, especially considering that we're just outside of the pandemic, and at the end of the day, we're still a pretty new company. We've only been doing this for 3 years.
Is that something that you think is, next year you project the same sort of thing, or is it roughly going to stable out? I know there's a lot of solar companies now as well.
Yeah. So we're shooting for 2x again next year. As you get bigger, it's more difficult.
2x the 2x?
Yeah.
Wow.
So we'll see what happens, right? As you get bigger, it's more tough to achieve those goals, but we have a great team. We've invested a lot in very talented people. So I think we have the right kind of people in place and the right systems to get us to the
I think you
goals
said
that we
17 people now. on the
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
That's impressive. Kudos to you
It's
guys.
incredible.
Kudos to you guys.
Because I think when we had spoken last year sometime, we had about 6. So, yeah.
Expanding,
Amazing.
Really
expanding,
exciting.
expanding.
It's really
All
exciting
thanks
stuff.
to Keys to the Rock, obviously.
You're welcome.
Yeah, honestly, if it wasn't
Continued
for you guys,
sponsorship.
that would be it.
Continued sponsorship?
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll talk about that.
Get the contract. Get the contract. Get the
Yeah,
contract.
on the
we'll talk
record.
about that.
There's
no,
other
for sure.
solar companies, if not, it's a lovely threat.
We're not cutting this.
It's a lovely threat.
It's
No.
what is it, stick and a carrot?
yeah.
No, but no, that's fantastic news. If you wanted to share one message to people out there right now who are considering solar and in that space, who's got it up in the air, what would be the message that you would like to share with them?
So one thing that I think people, I'm sure everyone's realized by now, but the price of energy in Bermuda has only gone up.
Yeah.
I think this year the cost per unit of energy has gone up by about 15%, which makes solar an even better investment.
Fat guy?
A fat guy will confirm.
Fact, not fat guy.
Both.
Yeah, both.
So it just makes solar make even more sense now than it did a year ago.
Really?
Yeah. So
I
now-
remember I sent you a screenshot of my bill. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm a client of you guys.
Yeah.
And I was like, Cam, what the heck is this?
Right.
Because but then you're like, oh no, they just raised the rates.
Yeah,
Belco
exactly.
did, so,
If you use a lot of power, you're in the 3rd tier of Belco, and that is an expensive tier of power. I think it's the most expensive in the world as it currently stands. So solar makes more sense now than it ever has before.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, I think,
Thank
Cam,
you,
you
Cam.
know we're not going to stop your party. Go enjoy yourself
sure. Yeah.
while you're a sponsor. All right?
Yeah,
Just
charge
sing
him
them.
for drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No, for sure.
Thank
You're
you,
all
mate.
straight.
Yeah,
All right.
cool.
Cheers, Cam.
Cool.
Cheers, Cam. Nice. Great guy, Cam.
Cam,
not as cool as his brother, but he's a great guy
the
himself.
Greenlight guy.
Greenlight guy, the Greenlight guy. So then we
That
went
was
on.
fun, and then
Then we moved on to episode 4. So I think we guys are.
You're great accountant.
We're gonna grab. I am great accountant. I think we're gonna grab Damien. I see him over there. So we'll. Oh no, we're gonna cut real quick, and I think Damien's just gonna appear here. So
okay,
we'll do that. Damien.
My role in the insurance market, the domestic market, is one of the assistant GM or assistant general manager. I manage the property and casualty team in Bermuda.
Property
and casualty, but mainly property, specific today, of course, specifically home, if we're going to go that far.
Hey.
Yeah, thank you. But we do a host of different services on the island. We provide home insurance, business insurance, renters cover, also liability coverage, as I spoke about, marine, bike insurance, anything that's tangible on the island, we can provide coverage for it from an insurance aspect.
So we got Damien from CG right now. He came on episode 4 and talked all things home insurance. He was absolutely fantastic. Just twist your mic a little bit, please. Just twist it a little bit. He was absolutely fantastic. And Damien, what was your favorite parts of the episode? I mean, this is a new venture that we've done and contributed and brought.
Besides the property that we were at, which is now sold.
That's too bad.
Pat your back.
I would say besides the property and after the banter between you guys, you married couple, the best thing about Keys to the Rock, and we've been talking about it tonight, is you guys are hitting some really salient topics that so many people out there actually want to know about. There's things that you would never know. I mean, legal, construction, insurance, that prospective home buyers, they don't know things, right? And in our industries, they seem so simple and attainable and regular knowledge. But you guys are providing that in a form that's actually just reachable by a whole different demographic. And I really commend you guys for that. And I think it's an awesome
thank
initiative.
you, Damien. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
And honestly, what I think is just so great is, as you say, all the different facets, that are related to real estate. You got banking, all sorts of things. And every year, obviously, we're going to have multiple guests. And the fact that you guys are sponsors, we'll be loyal to CG.
Pardon me?
We'll be loyal to CG.
Banter, he's trying to put you on the spot. But no, I think one of the big points, and I think we're going to cut to a clip of it. I'm not entirely sure, but I want to say the clip that we guys are going to cut to pretty soon is about underinsurance. That's something that you touched on, and it was a big topic then. And so, I'm not going to take up too much Damien's time. He's enjoying himself right now. But let's go break to that clip. And Damien, once again, thank you. Thanks, CG.
Good like that.
Good like that.
Good like that.
Yep,
and we'll keep it moving, all right? We'll see you around.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you,
All right,
mate.
take care.
My name is Alex DeCouto. I'm president and owner of Greymane Contracting. It's a construction company, and we do commercial and residential construction in Bermuda. We do lots of interesting projects like the beautiful Azura that we're at today. We're the primary contractor on the property. We also do high-end residential construction work, including a house at the bottom of Burnt House Hill, which you might be familiar with. Yeah. And I've been in charge of Greymane for about 15 years now.
15 years?
Yeah, I actually started from the bottom.
Now you're here.
Worked as and now I'm here. I've arrived on the Keys to the Rock podcast.
This is the pinnacle. This is the pinnacle, right?
Exactly. It's all downhill after this. But,
Oh, that was amazing. Damien?
Great to see Damien as always. He's always good like that. That's for sure.
He's always good like that.
He
Nice.
is.
So I think moving on then, we guys, episode 5, we guys talked a lot of shop, and it was, I think, probably one of our most watched episodes.
Is this the construction?
Construction
Yep.
with Alex DeCouto. So
Greymane.
we're not gonna force anything. We're just gonna jump straight into a nice clip from Alex DeCouto. So here's what he had to talk about. We're gonna do a lot of clapping.
At Azura.
Yeah. Ben, Alex, great guy, fantastic guy. It's got me thinking though, while we're here and everything like that, we've been asking this question to everyone else, but what would you consider your favorite moment from Keys to the Rock?
My favorite moment, I mean, honestly, I would just say that there's not one particular moment. I mean, obviously we've had good laughs and had just great connections with people that really, for the most part, a couple of years ago, didn't know any of these people. Yeah. And some of them I wish I still didn't know. But
Amir's right there.
Yeah, exactly. No, but just seeing it all come together. I remember we went to Divots, you, myself, and Amir, and first thing, Amir, we were talking football, and just to see how that really casual conversation at lunch has butted into this, like to see where we are today. And
1862 cocktail bar at Bacardi.
Exactly, but it just seeing how kind of natural this is all developed.
Very organic.
Yeah, exactly, and it's just really flowed nicely, and you know, we are made to look good by like the amazing team that we have.
Yeah.
You know, you and I, for the most part, show up, make the connections, and talk shop. But
no, speak for yourself. I actually do work, man.
Yeah, you actually do.
I do a lot of work.
But no. But it's just been great to see how it all comes together. And what about you?
I think for me, I would say it's been exciting to basically make all of these contacts and relationships.
Yeah.
I'm a friendly guy, you know that, social in a sense.
Yeah.
And then we've actually been able to establish ourselves with, you know, industry leaders in their different niches that all delve around the property space.
Yep.
And so we're building our network at the same time.
Yep.
And we have people that we can talk to, we can call, we can just, all of that good stuff. So, you know, that's very exciting. And I've found that that's been like, you know, we see these guys on the street, and even like circling back at a Christmas event, soiree, end of season thing like this, we're able to just chop it up with them.
Well, what I kind of call it like back scratch marketing. So I'm an advocate for what you do. I'm an advocate for the various, you know, owners of different businesses here. And, you know, likewise, you would think that they would think the same way about us in our industries.
Yeah, so
and, you know, it's kind of mutually beneficial. Everyone here is an entrepreneur. Everyone here is super smart and always forward thinking. And those are the kind of people that we want on the show.
100%.
And, you know, as the different episodes go on, you know, back scratch marketing. I support your business. I promote your business, post about your business, and likewise. And it's just amazing.
Friends and family.
Yeah, it's amazing being around like-minded individuals, because I get fired up by other ambitious people, and if people are successful, that just really makes me so pumped up as well. So yeah,
you don't sound.
I'm getting pumped up now. I need a coffee, but
Nice.
but it's been a long day. But that's really what's motivating to me.
So episode 6, we had new agents. So that was 2 Rigo agents.
Rachel
Rachel
and
and
Sotheby's
Tosh.
International Realty. Rachel and Tosh.
And that's actually, we're just gonna jump to that clip of what those ladies were talking about, because they painted a very clear picture of what actual being a new agent in the real estate industry is.
It's tougher than what it seems, just from following things online or watching TV shows and assuming what real estate is all about.
So we'll just jump right to that.
Let's have a look.
That was great. So those ladies right there, they really shared a lot of information about if you're trying to get into the real estate industry as an agent. But like we said, everyone that we've had on the show shows the different aspects and different fields that you can get involved in. And speaking of which,
Sure. So my name is Tosh Williams. I'm with Rigo Sotheby's International Realty. I'm a global real estate advisor. Born and raised in Bermuda, but lived and worked in Halifax for a bit. And then I moved back to Bermuda 2 years ago. Got into managing vacation rentals for a short bit. And guest concierge. And then the pandemic hit, so I decided to transition into real estate and loved it ever since.
Nice.
Rachel Sawden. Woman of many things and randomness.
As it goes, yes.
Born and raised in Bermuda. I'm now a real estate agent with Rigo Sotheby's International Realty. Prior to that, I have worked in all sorts of things, from sales to marketing, broadcasting, social media, content creation.
All right, we're going to run out of time on the show.
I was going to say, she's written a book.
I'm a free diver and an international woman of mystery.
Okay, so Rachel, tell us what you haven't done. It's just easier that way, huh? Those ladies are actually new agents, but then the next person that we interviewed, Tiara Wilson from Crown Point.
Wilson? Is that what you wanted me to say? Okay. That was a long time ago.
So we're gonna jump straight to her clip, and she shared a lot of insight for people considering what is it, VRO and short-term rentals,
VRBO, Airbnb,
all of that there. So we're gonna jump straight to that clip right there.
I am the owner and founder of Crown Point Vacation Home Concierge, and we offer services to homeowners within the vacation rental industry to help them achieve their goals, and as well as offer concierge services to visitors staying in any vacation home on the island to enhance their stay.
Okay, no, Tiara, wealth of knowledge right there. She really kills it exactly at what she does. Wishing she was actually here tonight, because then I would have grabbed her up there.
She might be here for all we know.
Yeah, she might have snuck in. But from her, I think we then went on to have Peter Goodall.
Peter Goodall, good all the time, as I like
Good
to say.
all the time.
PropertySkipper.com.
So Property Skipper. I want to grab him, but he told me
he
He said specifically, "Do not grab me."
He said,
tonight.
"I'm going to give you free ad space if you don't pull me up here."
So Property Skipper is a new sponsor because we did not grab him tonight. You see how I got that in there?
Exactly.
But
yep.
Anywho, we talked a lot of shop with him, and he was just going over basically how the website works, all of the activity that you're seeing on the market, the ups and downs, and he's been in the game a long time. So,
he has.
Wealth of knowledge right there. So we're just going to jump straight to a clip that we had with Peter Goodall.
Yep.
And take it away.
So we started Property Skipper here in Bermuda. It's coming up to about 8 years ago now.
Okay.
And it was actually, I wasn't in the property industry. It was something that I just felt was massively missing from the Bermuda market.
Yeah.
I'd been living in the UK, where already the sort of market had moved completely online.
Yeah.
We'd moved back here. We needed to move out of our house to do some renovation works. Looking for a rental, it was a complete nightmare. Still getting the newspaper every day. Some agents had websites at that point, some didn't, and I just thought there had to be a better way.
Great to see that, and Property Skipper, literally, I have to say they are the biggest real estate website on the island, and they've expanded to other islands now.
No, they're all over the place.
Doing big things.
No.
So that was episode 8.
That was episode 8. Episode 9.
I've been a real estate attorney for over 20 years now.
Okay.
I deal with both residential and commercial transactions. I act for a wide range of clients here, so from first-time home buyers to sellers to international buyers to financial institutions. And we've recently been appointed to head up the real estate division at Hamilton Legal.
Okay.
Hamilton Legal, it's focused solely and specializes solely in real estate, which is quite unique for Bermuda, just to have that one sort of specialty.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And we try to have a sort of an ethos of, particularly in this busy market, an ethos of client focus and being responsive. And, I think, acting for the sellers and buyers, it can be, it's a personal issue dealing with property.
Yeah.
It's a major investment that they have. So, there's emotions there, and people can feel stressed at the same time. So I think with that ethos, we just want to put them at ease and literally walk them through every stage of the transaction. A lot of client care where possible,
We actually had one of our new sponsors on board. And it was actually quite exciting because that was, I think, our longest filmed episode.
Too much to talk about.
Yeah, we had too much to talk about. It was a lot of banter. So and because there was a lot of banter, we're actually going to sneak this guy back onto the set. So if Mr. Kelly can, Mr. Kelly, may you show yourself? Take a seat.
Come on, Matt.
Take a seat next to Ben. Take a seat next to Ben. Matt Kelly.
Oh, you can sit next to me.
If you want to.
I feel like I'm staring.
He's after my jacket.
I'm staring into the sun over here.
Yes.
So we had Matt Kelly on episode 9, and we talked property law. And we're actually going to have him on next season. I don't know if he knows that or not because of his continued sponsorship that he signed on to.
Yeah. Still waiting on his commercial, but
Amir. But anywho, Matt Kelly, we had him on, and we guys talked all things property law. So Matt, just want to sort of circle back. What would you say from that time of that episode to now? What's something that you've been getting a lot of questions about, or has anything been changed in the environment of the Bermuda landscape? That's something that you want to touch on to share with people for 2023.
I think it's been actually business as usual since we last spoke, in the sense of it's been quite high volume of work, whether it's houses, condos. The only change I would say that I've noticed a little bit is there's been a few more sort of condo activities happening, and I'm seeing that condo market, which I saw as a little bit static maybe a year or a few years ago. I'm seeing that picking up right now.
However,
we're seeing a lot of interest.
We still need to work on the condo market a little bit to make it a little bit more open again. But
exactly, because we touched on that last time about there's a few restrictions as to the market being available to everybody, but I'm seeing that picking up.
So where do you, I know I speak to you every other hour, but where do you typically, what do you think the market's going to be like in 2023 if you had a crystal ball? I know it's tough to say.
I personally feel, and after speaking to a lot of people, obviously the agents, yourself, and many people, and some of the bankers, I can see it still being a strong year. I still see the investment coming in. I still think the market's going to be good. Is there enough inventory even available? So that could potentially slow the
supply and
market
demand
down.
of it all.
I also think a much similar to a global position with the mortgage rates increasing. That's gonna hit the market. I think it's going to slow it down a little bit. But I still think it's going to be relatively busy. Maybe not quite as strong as what we've seen from the beginning of COVID to as we came out of it.
It's incredible to even think about, but yeah, it's very true.
It's incredible. I mean, I'm sure, well, we spoke about your statistics. That's probably been your best year. You just got.
And
that was certainly my best year.
Yeah.
So
impressive.
It's
Well,
been
kudos to that. Kudos to that. I had a good year too, guys, just in case you was wondering. So by all means, I had a good year, just to throw that out there. But synergy.
Yes.
We're the tripod. But Matt, so we'll end with this because we're not going to take up too much of your time. I see that you're enjoying the Bacardi Lounge or Bacardi Cocktail Bar, 1862 Cocktail Bar.
Fantastic venue. Because last time you had me in a cave. So
we did have you in a cave.
We're
moving on up.
Different venue.
Thanks to your sponsorship.
We're still going to lock you in here, though.
Next year we're going to be. Oh wait, we're going to be overseas. We're going to be at
on a plane.
Casa de Bacardi.
I will be there too.
Okay. But
thank you, man.
What's been
okay. I was trying to get him off.
No, I was going to say what's been your favorite? What has Keys to the Rock brought to you? Like what when you see Keys to the Rock, what do you think of now? Like how have I don't know. Tell us about your thoughts on Keys to the Rock, I guess.
I think it's a great idea because it's completely new to Bermuda. So in terms of exposure, in terms of having all the people who are here tonight from the industry, from every area, giving the basic provisions or the talks to people who are not familiar with buying a properties or servicing a property or having valuations carried out. I think it's a great thing for Bermuda that what you guys have done in terms of giving all this access to the general public, and again exposure. Started up a firm with recently, so I think the exposure with you guys is a great personal thing for me, for which I'm obviously 100%. very grateful.
Matt, answer me this: you are probably the busiest, most hardworking lawyer. So how are you the fastest at responding?
I just pick up the phone.
Virtual assistants.
This is a vent to the industry.
Exactly.
But, templated responses, virtual assistants.
I have a great assistant.
He has a robot.
I have a great assistant and who deals with a lot of work. And then so throughout the day, we'll deal with the emails, the phone calls, the WhatsApps, anything that comes in. Then maybe later in the evening or the weekend, we can then deal with other
kudos
the
to
main
you
work.
and much appreciated.
Cheers
thank
more
you
success
for
next year.
Thank you for your sponsorship for this year, and we look forward to it hopefully for next year. And it's been exciting. So you know what I mean. We're gonna have you on regardless next year. So that's just there.
I appreciate the opportunity, and I will be back this year.
Hamilton Legal.
Thank you very much.
Matt Kelly.
Thanks, Matt.
Cheers. Thanks, Matt. We always clap. We always gotta clap. We always gotta clap.
Are we out? Oh, I don't see the screen anymore.
I started doing some side hustling with doing residential fertility and pesticide applications. And my first big breakthrough was actually at the Bacardi lawn. And from the Bacardi, which we still work at.
Great lawn, by the way.
Yeah, it's what
Everyone
we do.
knows Bacardi lawn.
It's
Bacardi lawn, Bacardi fountains.
It's a quintessential lawn.
And then Bacardi. Episode 10. Great episode, just down the way, actually. Maybe about 150 yards away. That's a pitching wedge, maybe a driver for you, though. Pitching wedge for me.
Sandwich for me, buddy.
Yep, sandwich, okay. And putter off the tee. So that was Sean Adams, Hortitech, and they are really doing a great job.
The business is booming for them. They've been doing great work.
Follow them on social media. They do a great job.
You can really get a day in the life of, basically what they're doing. And the episode was Keys to Landscaping, but I wouldn't call it landscaping. They are like
landscape
architecture in a sense.
They're really on the cutting edge, wouldn't you say?
You're corny, man. You are some sort of corny.
You got to think bright. Anyway, go on. Episode 11. That was great by Sean.
And that was shot at Huckleberry, the great folks over there. So shout out them, the Kitson family, and all of those good people over there. So episode 11, we was actually talking with two ladies who are here this evening, but I'm not sure if they're prepped to come on.
They were a little bit nervous.
Yeah, but we had Lizzie Blankendale and
Danielle Painter.
And we just talked about home essentials home entertaining, and since we're in holiday mode, something like, what's the website called?
Hostmodeon.com.
Would have been perfect, or is perfect.
Yeah.
So it's just another reason to bring that up. And we'll jump to a short clip from those ladies.
Yeah.
Because it was fantastic.
So nab has a double meaning. You know, it's, you know, when you go out and you nab something, but I get it.
Light bulb.
But it stands for need and buy. And it's an influencer marketing company that I started a couple of years ago, really out of frustration of not being able to find things I needed and wanted to buy locally.
Yeah.
And the correct pronunciation is Atafel. Although I've heard various variations of the word, which is absolutely fine. It's basically, our way in. We have a conversation about the background of the brand as well as the pronunciation. So
wonderful to see that. And let me also just say thank you to all of the homeowners. A lot of sellers of mine and other agents' listings and things like that. But thank you to so many of them who have opened their doors and allowed us to showcase their properties, but also showcase our podcast because we didn't want to be boring and stagnant in one room with a green screen. You know, every single month we want to be somewhere different, not just at listings for sale, but somewhere
just highlighting different things, and different properties,
places that people
and just showing more
seen.
of what Bermuda has to offer. 100%. So, and that actually brings us to our last episode, our season finale. We did keys to structural survey. So we had the great Mark Jordan on, and he talked all things surveying. And you know what? We're not even going to jump to a clip of that. I'm going to tell you guys to go watch that because that was the most recent episode. But it was a fantastic episode, and we got to touch on a lot of different points of the importance of structural surveys and how it can be quite beneficial to both sellers and buyers depending on where you are.
Or even just general homeowners. If you're never going to sell, you know, just
more
understand
you know, right?
the health of your property.
No, 100%. And I think with that, Ben, I mean, it feels weird, but
I'm announcing we're retiring.
And that's the end.
I'm emotional right now.
So
I mean, we're filming next month. We're doing another one. So but I just can't wait for the new season. And again, we've said it time and time again. But thank you to the team for making us look good.
Thank you to the team.
To my wife for dressing me and
banter. Don't do Amy like that.
No, thank you.
But no, 100%. Much appreciated to everyone who's watched the episode, shared the episode, subscribed on YouTube or any other podcast channel. Huge thanks to our main guys, Amir and Moss. Big thanks to Ali for everything that she's contributed to
for
this
some
season.
drone
For Mario.
footage.
And I mean, for this episode itself and this event, thank you to Bacardi. You know, so much appreciated. And with that, I guess it's everyone have a safe holiday.
Safe holiday season. Anyone who is curious about any of the people that we've had on over the last year, feel free to reach out to us. We can share their contact details. Anyone who wants to be interviewed for next year or potential sponsorships, do reach out to us. It's fairly easy to get in touch with Daniel and I. And very much looking forward to it. So stay safe. Happy holidays.
Like, share, subscribe.
And
I don't know what else we're saying, but Keys to the Rock, season done.
Season done.